I don't know which route they went with it. They got Mark Buffalo in it. That couldn't have been cheap.
I guess.
All right, welcome to the Two Gaming Dudes. She-Hulk, attorney at law.
This is like Ally McBeal.
It's loud as fuck. That's gonna come through.
Oh,
It's gonna bleed onto the mics
how do I turn you down?
like that.
No, okay.
I swear I didn't intentionally wear my Hulk shirt. I just happened to be wearing this today. Boy, there's a lot of hate for this trailer.
Well, you can understand why. It's nice to see Abomination back. I'm glad he's still employed. That's good.
Is it really? Did we really need him? Is that why they put him in Shang-Chi for no reason? Was it all a setup for this?
Yeah.
Fucking assholes.
I notice he's not wearing his bandage, so this must be during the blip. It's like when everybody disappeared.
I don't know. I bet it's related.
It's gotta be, because he's not. I mean, that brings up a lot of questions by itself, but I'll just leave that alone.
Do you know the comic at all?
A little bit. A little bit. I've seen a couple of them.
I know She-Hulk quite well. And I think that's why I'm not as upset as some of the fans. I mean, we'll do a proper review.
I'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm.
It's true. The CGI looks like shit.
That's what it is.
Okay, most
She's
people.
Very uncanny valley. And maybe it's because it's early.
You think these are just like early production
Yeah,
clips that they had?
Kind of like Ugly Sonic. How he had human teeth and it was weird.
Yeah. All right, okay. Let's get down to why people are
about
mad
to
about
take
this.
this guy away.
From what I can tell, there are three major complaints.
Okay.
The CGI looks like shit.
Yes.
They're sick of Marvel doing the feminism thing.
I've seen a lot of that.
Like they're calling the MCU the MCU. Funny, but Stu, okay.
Okay.
And that they made it a screwball comedy.
All right, that one I have the least amount of problems with.
Right, because the comic was a screwball comedy.
Yeah.
She was breaking.
a comedy.
She was breaking the fourth wall before Deadpool. So I'm okay with it being goofy. It was a goofy comic.
Yeah, that part's fine. The unforgivably bad, like, it reminds me of like the second Mummy when The Rock came out as a scorpion and we were supposed to believe that and it just looked freaky as hell. Yeah. But again, maybe it's early still yet. They got time to clean it up and make the CGI better.
And another major complaint was the episode count.
How many are we at this time? Is it like fewer every time?
No, right. So 6 seemed to be like what people were expecting. Because that's what Kenobi's getting, and that's what Moon Knight got. They were expecting 6. This was originally announced as 10.
Oh.
And everybody's like, what the fuck? The trailer sucks. Why did they get 10? And then they cut it down to 9.
Okay.
So it's officially 9 episodes.
You think they went through and feel like, oh, okay, one of these episodes can just go because it's really bad?
I don't know. I don't know if they compressed stuff so much that they were able to cut an entire episode out, or if they just dumped an entire episode entirely. I don't know. We may never know.
All right. But it's 9 episodes.
But that's something people are complaining about.
Is that there's too many episodes?
Well, why does Kenobi only get 6? And then this 4th tier character gets 10?
Normally I would say, well, it's because the story wraps up in 6 episodes. That's just how long the story happened to be. But we know that's not how they write these things.
No, it's not.
They literally write these things the same way that they wrote the Saturday morning cartoons back in the day. Which is, you would write this pilot and you
We have this new
animate
toy to sell. We made 30,000 Skeletors. Can we get a couple Skeletor episodes?
Right, so they would write a pilot and they'd be like, here, watch this 30-minute cartoon. They would watch it like, yeah, perfect. You have to write 60-something more episodes and we're going to start filming tomorrow. And that's why you had like 5 different studios making episodes all at the same time, and every episode was just written by a bunch of guys in a room going, what happens next? What happens next? Good enough. Move on to the next one. What happens next?
Yeah.
That's the way these are written now. They're written like Saturday morning cartoons with a bunch of guys in a room talking about, all right, what happens next? What happens next? Good enough. Move on to the next episode.
I hope this isn't the case with this.
I hope not. But I'm always saying that. I was saying that with Moon Knight. I hope it's not done like that. I hope it's done intelligently, and I hope it's fun. Fuck, I was wrong.
Well, we were talking about this with the next thing we're going to do, the Chippendale Rescue Rangers movie.
Yes.
I don't know why he's fucking intent on this
You have
bullshit,
to watch it. It's so good.
That was great because the studio doesn't give a fuck about Chippendale. And the suits just said, fucking go, write it.
thing.
Oh, X-Men, that's a major title, that's a moneymaker. Make sure all us executives from the C-suite are in here. Make sure these trained artists don't fuck it up. We need to tell them how to make their movie.
Yep.
I don't know which route they went with it. They got Mark Buffalo in it. That couldn't have been cheap.
I guess. Although I wonder how much longer he really wants to be involved in this, because isn't there like an article where he's like, I'm passing the torch on to her. Does that mean that, will he die at the end of this, or is he just out? I don't know. I don't know either.
Oh, well, no, because they're revving him up for World War Hulk.
Oh.
So he's at least in for at least one more. I'm betting they're going to do more than one if it's successful.
I guess. Does that mean that they can actually do Hulk movies now? Did they get the rights to that
They're
now?
doing World War Hulk, yeah, right now.
Oh, well, that's actually kind of
I
kick-ass.
have to imagine it's with him, or they wouldn't
would
put him in
assume.
this.
I would love to see that, though.
Yeah, it'd be sweet.
Because that was a
That'd be
really
great.
great comic, so...
So this, I'm not bothered by this. The CGI, I have some trouble with. It does look awful. And I'm not sure that they could have gone the route of Lou Ferrigno in the 70s and 80s.
And just gotten this really buff chick to play
Well,
the
I mean,
Hulk version of her.
You could have
Go
gotten
between-
you could have gotten Maria Wattell, who's this bodybuilder. She's 6 feet tall. And there's Colette Nelson's out there and Alicia Young's out there. I don't know if they're actresses or not, but there are stunt women in Hollywood who are 6 feet tall and buff and could have done it. But is a girl in makeup gonna play these days? I don't know.
I don't know either.
And if not, then you should have put more effort into your fucking CGI. 'Cause it really does look bad.
It does. It's freaky. I remember the She-Hulk comics, and I remember as a kid looking at them going, wow, she's fucking hot.
Yeah.
I'd do She-Hulk, absolutely. But now she looks freaky. And
Oh no, she still looks hot.
yeah.
I'd smash the shit out of it. As She-Hulk,
Right.
not when she's just some crappy little 4-foot Jewish actress.
No.
When she's
You want the She-Hulk.
hulked out, yeah.
Yeah, 7 foot something. Yeah.
Whatever.
Whatevs. We'll see, I guess.
I think it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine because you can't fuck it up. I don't want to say that it was a stupid comic. The stupid isn't the right word for it. What's the adjective I'm looking for? It was silly. It was tongue-in-cheek, kind of dumb.
Okay.
It wasn't a serious. It's not Magneto talking about the extermination of an entire genus of people.
Or even, I almost said Harvey Birdman. Moon Knight, whoever, Khonshu. Yeah, it's not Khonshu delivering his lines.
No, that's not the route I was going, but
I know what you mean, though. They don't have to play it serious.
it's dumb.
They can
It
play
was
it silly.
It was a silly comic to begin with, so it's hard to fuck that up.
You would think.
I can see points where they were trying to be funny and they miss the humor and it ends up not being funny. But I don't see them going for heavy dramatic emotion and missing that, because I don't think there's going to be that in there.
Well,
I mean, you have your prototypical Disney girl.
right.
She's awkward and nerdy, but she's super smart, and her inner strength comes out, because inclusion, okay.
In this one, quite literally, her inner strength comes out.
Yeah.
I guess here's going to be the real...
Shut up!
Here'll be the real test to it. If you have a movie that is silly, and it doesn't know how to be anything other than silly, then it flatlines.
Yeah.
Like no other emotion registers, and it's no longer fun. It's just this straight dead line.
Yeah.
So you have to have these either heartfelt moments, or you have to have these action moments, or something has to break the silliness. You know, Deadpool does it.
You need another
And
dimension.
Deadpool did
Yeah.
it brilliantly, and
Yeah.
I don't know if She-Hulk can pull that off. I don't know if She-Hulk can pull off Deadpool, but
Even though she was doing Deadpool first.
yes. But
the landscape has changed.
and we're now talking about something that's going to be written by the Disney committee instead of a
bunch of fucking suits. Yeah.
instead of a talented writer.
Fuck, I don't know, man. This could really, really suck. I mean, we're talking August. We still have Kenobi before this.
That's true.
I think we're going to be complaining about that first.
Oh, definitely. Long before we get to She-Hulk. All right.
Why do we look so underexposed? What the fuck?
I don't know. I got a light
Looks like
shining
shit.
right at us. I don't know. I'll try to I'll move my little Asian curtain, maybe.
Don't worry about it.
Click subscribe. Don't forget to give this video a like. Even if you didn't like it, I don't care. Just click like anyway because you've got nothing better to do.
Let's
You're
just
still here.
start a discussion underneath about CGI versus a bodybuilding actress in green paint.
You know, what bodybuilder would you love to see play the role of She-Hulk?
I don't know how tall Alicia Young is, but she has the perfect physique for it. I think she's short, though. I think she might be short. I'm not sure.
Make a short Hulk.
But they could have figured it out.
Like a mini Hulk, a little short Hulk.
No, nobody's going to buy that.
All right. We'll see you in another episode later.
Oh, God.